Radio. Shout it.
Hot 107.9, it's your boy B Hot Radio. Shout in, stepping in the building. I got my A-Town fam in this thing. Wicked, a Ghetto Mafia. What's good with it, boss?
What's happening then?
Man, feeling good, feeling great, man. Now, I mean, Wick, first off, I got to get into this new music.
Okay.
I mean, you and that boy Kane then got together and Rose Kane in this thing. I mean, what the hell's going on, man?
Man, we got a new single that we getting ready to drop.
Yeah.
Actually, we're doing the video this Saturday, October the 10th, I believe, out in Conyers, and it's called Grind It. For y'all that don't know, it's Kane from the Ying Yang Twinz and Wicked from Ghetto Mafia, and man, it's a banger. It's a banger. I sent it to you.
Yeah.
You heard it?
Yeah, I already know what time it is, Wick. Okay? Because, see, the bottom line is every time I drop some new music from Wicked, the people in the streets appreciate it, man.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, what is that like for you when you see your fan base still got that love for you, man?
Man, I'm going to be honest with you. I always felt like, that the people that have rolled with us, they're gonna always ride with us. But what I'd be more shocked about is new people.
Ooh.
You understand what I'm saying? That's still like, man, I'm like I see comment stuff every day, how did I miss these guys? This is the greatest. I feel robbed, not knowing what this was and that was. And so we're being discovered every day. And that's what's remarkable about the whole thing. Of course, I always like to shout out to all the people that have put us up on the pedestal, that always continue to support us. But it's the new people that I'm excited about. And I told you a while back when we did the interview with 8 Ball, talking about 8 Ball.
Yeah.
I told you, I said, I'm not here to play. I said, I'm here to break down barriers for old school rappers, not just for their old records to be played, but for them to be able to have brand new records out hitting.
Talk to me about that, though, Wick. I mean, what do you think it is that caused that barrier to form, though, man?
I mean, I think it's a hater. It starts and ends with haters.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm getting me wild up here. I got a little juice in me early. You know what I'm saying? Every time I know I'm coming to your show, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? 2 shots of hen, one shot of Fireball, a Newport. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? You see me sweating.
I'm with you.
That Fireball, man, that thing. Woo. But anyway, like I was saying, it's man, right now, Be High, I just think that between I'm gonna change this right here, between the new fans and the young fans, I believe that the barrier was put together not by the industry rappers itself, not by just the common fan. It's like anything with systemic racism. We don't actually know. We can't pinpoint, hey, that guy right there, that's the one that put it in. But it was systematic. It was something that started when Tupac and Biggie died. I'm convinced of that. I'm convinced that's why Pac was killed, and I'm convinced that's why Biggie was the scapegoat for it. And I believe it was hyped up. I believe that type of music was not wanted no more, the rebel Civil War type of rap music, and they wanted to usher in a new chicken wing and collard greens type of, dance for the kings and queens type of music. That's what I firmly believe, and that's why I believe they killed that man, because there's a lot of rappers that have sold records. I tell rappers this all the time. I was talking about what records they sold, First of all, you ain't sold shit. Most of the records that were sold from a Jew or a white man from a label. You yourself didn't sell shit. Damn, this thing here. But you yourself, I tell them, you ain't sold shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Universal sold that. Sony sold that. So-and-so sold that. 90% of artists, you ain't done shit. Let's talk about your resume. When you got out here, you did the distribution. You put the product in front of people. Let's talk about that. Then talk about what you sold. Other than that, a team of people sold your stuff. So let's get that straight first. But Tupac, to me, that silver rap, that rap, revolutionary rap, that I'm proud to be black. It didn't matter what backgrounds blacks came from, Mexicans, and white, even white people. You know what I'm saying? No matter what backgrounds we came from, you can identify with what the man was saying. So I believe it was put in place because, like I told you, B, how we talk about this all the time. What other genre of music is there an age limit on?
Now.
Not one. Not one. So it's black on black crime. I call it black on black rhyme, and that's what it. And it'll be people that's still gonna be on this post, hear me talking right now, that's gonna come under your comments and say I'm mad and I'm hating.
Talk about that though, Wick. When you only are just trying to make a valid point and opinion, and it being received as hate.
Absolutely, because I say this right here. If I'm too old to rap, I don't say this before. You too old to cut grass. You too old to put a roof on the house. You too old to fix your old lady car in the driveway in the backyard. You too. It's only too old for us. I'm too old to stand in the AC and talk. But you not too old to bust concrete. You know, it'll be the same people telling you that you too old. They'll be out there at 60 years old. And I'll be telling you, be how you too old to be doing interviews
radio
now, man. Yeah, same people. Same people. So that's why I say it's black on black rhyme, man. But I'm here. I have a calling. Everybody don't have a calling.
That's
I'm
right.
not the richest eye. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the best looking eye. I'm close to the best looking eye. You know what I'm saying? I'm close.
Yeah.
But I'm here to change the perception, man. I'm here to stop the black on black rhyme in the community. The next person I hear talking about an age limit of somebody rap needs to be backhand. I'm gonna start we bringing back backhands. You remember backhands back in the day?
That backhand slap. I know what you're talking about.
Let go.
I mean, now I got to take you on another trip, though. Indicator, some of my favorite music that y'all drop, man. Can you give me the thought process of yourself going into that music with that boy Nino at that time versus now going in here and jamming? What was that like in the 90s with Atlanta being a different city and culture at the time?
Well, it was a lot different than it is now, only from the aspect. One thing I don't want to sit up here and beat up on Atlanta and a lot of the industry people here that try to write us out of history. It was never really of the fans. It was always an industry effort with certain people at the top of the food chain that was only worried about their label and their artist. So I'm saying, so they wanted all the credit for Atlanta, this label or this family or this we did everything. Get them out, who that? You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of stuff that came down to the top, not the artist. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm friends with all the artists, but in the 90s, it was your talent spoke for you for the most part. Now it's a popularity contest, and that shows in the presidential race. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what type of crock of shit you are. You know what I'm saying? If you can talk it, you can be the president of the United States right now.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And so that's kind of what it is now. Now it's a popularity contest. Your principles and rules and stuff that you live by, it doesn't really matter. When you got guys going to prison for snitching and stuff and they get out and they making videos saying, "Ha, I snitched on you." What? You understand? So when you got that type of stuff going on, man, it's a totally different era of music. But at the same time, I embrace it. There's a lot of great things too. Like I said, if it wasn't for this type of where we at now, there might not be no B-High. Because there were people back in the 90s that would try to block B-High out. You understand what I'm saying? That would try to blackball you because of what you do for the community, because of what you do for the people of the voiceless.
Yeah.
You understand? People are mad with you about that.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Man, why you on there talking to Wicked to Ghetto Mafia? We had don't buried him. You know what I'm saying? Why you on there talking to this person right here? We had don't buried him. You know what I'm saying? We did all this for these years to bury them and to silence them, and you getting them a voice. There's people be mad at you about that.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I feel it. But see, the whole thing is that I got to take it back to the 90s with a theme song and say, they can't stop no player. You see what I'm saying? I got to take it back that way. You got to get your hustle on, Wick.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's my whole thing. And it's funny that you said that because I never looked at it that way, but I knew something was going on and something was fishy in the water because I never came with nothing other than the love. But I knew that the way that I showed love was real Atlanta love.
Absolutely.
So it was like, I don't give a damn who you are, what clique you claim.
Right.
If you ain't did shit to me, I ain't did shit to you, nigga. We gonna chop it up and we gonna do what we supposed to around here.
Absolutely, facts are facts, and you go by the facts, and a lot of people they want to ignore the facts. You know what I'm saying? That's just what people. A lot of fans think that, and this is how most people think. People think music started with whenever they start liking music. So if their first artist was so-and-so, and they start listening to 2003, then in 1996, Ghetto Mafia, Outkast, it don't count. They didn't. My rapper that I started at, when I first heard somebody say trap, or I first heard this, that's when music started. You see what I'm saying? And you have that mentality. That's another black thing, we're gonna have to address. I'm calling out right now. If you are a rapper, we need to put together a 20-point questionnaire. If you don't pass your test, this like the what was the one we used to have to take when we graduated?
The SAT, the ITBS,
the SAT. We call the RAT. Rat. You motherfucking rat. If you don't pass the RAT, rap, entertainment, whatever the hell we gonna call it. We'll think about that later.
I'm with you.
You can't rap.
Hey, I gotta ask you this though, Wick. What goes through your mind when you think about the time that you spent in the industry? First of all, y'all did it big as hell during that time, and still legendary. But then when folks try to write you out of history or suppress your story and stuff like that,
right?
What goes through your mind from that standpoint as an OG having to deal with this shit 20 years after the fact, though?
Yeah, I mean, I've saw documentaries after documentaries. ATL hired roles. ATL was this. Who started this? Who started that? And one common theme, I always saw that, that Ghetto Mafia was always left out, when knowing that, we ran this game in this city from 1992 all the way to 2000. There was no other show in town. And I can understand if we ran it for 3 months and we had one song. No, I'm talking about a decade here in this city. And so that's just, so to overlook that and be dismissive of that is straight hating. And I'd be upset about it. But it ain't the artist. It's not the artist. The artist show love. The artist show love. Like I said, it was something that was put in place indirectly or directly by the head of, the head of these companies and stuff. And people kind of out of sight, out of mind, they kind of rolled with it and tried to kind of wean us out. But I stopped all that. And you don't help me stop all of it. You and a lot of other people, man, but especially you. I don't stop all that. You know what I'm saying? You told me when we first did the interview, give them hell, Wick, and I'm giving them hell. They gonna know my story before it's said and done. If any rap out there that's listening, that you run around saying you started trap music, and I love them all. I ain't here to assassinate none of your heroes.
Yeah.
I know the heroes for Tip. I know the hero for Gucci. I know the hero for 2 Chainz. I know the Gucci. All of them.
Yeah.
But nigga, all y'all came to my shows and was like this right here. I was the first one off the porch. I was the first one getting y'all the game. And I know it and you know it. And you gonna say that. You ain't gonna give me $1 when you riding around in your Rolls Royce popping and talking. I don't want none of that. I just want when they ask you the story, how the South was won, you said then there was a group called Ghetto Mafia.
Well, talk about putting Decatur on the map, though, as well, though, Wick. I mean, what was that like, putting a name and a face to the east side of Atlanta at that time, man? Because, I mean, it wasn't nothing like watching BET and seeing Decatur.
Well, it was at the time, I didn't really feel it. Because I'm young, I'm fly, I'm flashy, what I'm saying? I'm getting money. I see myself on TV. I hear myself on the radio, but I didn't understand the importance of it, especially from the east side. It wasn't just Decatur, it was the whole east side, because the labels here were in College Park, all the great labels. And all the artists that they were signing were pretty much coming out of the south side, the west side a little bit, but most of the south side, they, handpicked from what they wanted. There was already an agenda in place. This is how we want the face of Atlanta to look. And so Nino and Wick, we were the sore thumb. We were the true outcasts. You understand what I'm saying? We were the two that they didn't plan for. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, we're going to lock all this down. We got this. We got the backing. We got the machines. We're going to do this. Then all of a sudden, these two guys come out of Decatur, Georgia. Not so fast. Not so fast. We're going to galvanize this whole city. We're going to get this city what they want, not what y'all feeding them. You understand what I'm saying? And we did that. And at the time, I didn't realize how big it was.
Damn.
What we were doing, that we put a city on top of our back and gave them pride, gave a whole side of town. So, you know what? We just as good as them guys over there. Because those guys over there were great. You understand what I'm saying? They're great. Like I said, I'm never going to take nothing away from the artists. Most artists didn't know. They don't understand that. They're just trying to do them. It was the people at the top of the food chain.
Speak on the politics inside the industry, though, Wick, because that's always been a thing that I had a hard time dealing with myself. Just politics in general. Me, I don't even do them, so I get left out a lot of shit or might not even recognize a lot of stuff because I'm like, I don't have time for it.
Right.
Break down navigating the politics of the industry and how that can impact your career in ways that might not be seen by the average person.
Absolutely. I don't like to play politics. I think it's crap. It's garbage. I particularly don't like to be sitting around kissing no ass to get nothing to do this right here, do that. I feel like I came from a group of guys and better yet, females, mama, auntie, grandmama, hustlers. Get up. You can do all this yourself. You understand what I'm saying? You can be that movie director. You can do this. You can do that. You can do this, and you proving it.
Yeah.
Come on, B-High. You went from 1,000 followers to 1 million overnight. I don't know how you did it. I don't know what you were doing,
but it was about a good strong 15 years of dropping the ball and bumping my head and wondering why. I'm gonna be real, Wick. This is what I learned. Can't nobody stop. You can't stop no player, number one. I hate to go back to that.
Right.
Number two, it's just like building a house. What I realized was that other folks had a machine behind them building their house. So with that being said, that means that they had a team of guys hopping out of a truck, going in there building it together.
Right.
Now, I knew I had all the same materials that they had on their damn lot on my lot. The issue was I was just going to have to build it by my goddamn self.
Absolutely.
So it took me 15 goddamn years.
Right.
So while it took everybody else 6 months, a year, they had help and they can go faster.
Absolutely.
I was just like 1 brick, 2 brick, 3 brick, 4 brick.
Back hurt
like a motherfucker. Wondering why the hell am I even doing this shit? I said, what I done got myself into? But the whole thing was, I saw similar to what you were just saying, that the people needed this.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? You can't quiet voices that resonate with people. You see what I'm saying? No matter how hard you try, you cannot stop an organic grassroots movement from happening. It's gonna happen.
Right.
So I understood that, and I just took it directly to the people, and I gave them what they wanted. And a lot of times, it's okay. I bring Ghetto Mafia on the show. Nigga, you got a fan base.
Right.
When they saw it, they're like, oh, hell yeah, we need this.
Right.
I ain't no hater. I said, well, hey, it look like they need some more Ghetto Mafia then. If they like that one, then let's give it to them again. You see what I'm saying? As many times as y'all want it, we going to give it to them.
Absolutely.
But at the end of the day, that's what I thought Atlanta was built on, folks keeping it real with each other.
Well, and like I said, you know, I'm not gonna beat up Atlanta because they do. You know what I'm saying? You got to realize there's a lot of people. This is a transit city. You have a lot of people from all over the world here in high places that's shot calling. So they don't know. You'll have somebody come down here and be a program director, and he from Wisconsin. Who he know? He don't know who started no rapping no 1992 here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
All he know about when he was in Wisconsin, what was the biggest voice he heard coming out of Atlanta? Well, that's must be who it was. He don't know there was groups down here.
Yeah.
Sammy Sam, the Hitman, and
Sammy
you know,
Sam.
and Big Oomp, and you know stuff. You know, King Get with Jay, and
Yes, sir.
stuff right here down here that was building the building blocks for this city. You know what I'm saying? He don't realize that other artists that they've heard are standing on the shoulders of us. You understand what I'm saying? So when they get here, they hear it, and then they're gonna get mad about it. You know, because they feel like you're assassinating their character. Anytime you tell somebody that whatever they believe was wrong, they automatically get mad at you. They'll get mad. Try it. Tell a lot of black people that their creator ain't a white man with blue eyes. They'll argue down. They'll argue down.
No, that's real. That's real.
Yeah, want to kill you and everything.
Now, when we think about he said he want to take you all the way out the
Take it all the way out, man. Yeah, guns and Bibles.
Now, when I think about the 90s Atlanta, can you speak on the Freaknik, though, Wick? What was that like? Because, see, you know, like I was just telling my young shooter over here, EJ, man, I said, hey, man, Atlanta has had some legendary stuff happen in it that if you describe it and you explain it to people, it don't even seem like it could have possibly been real.
Oh, my goodness.
But I'm like, I told him about Freaknik, and I said the closest that it's ever been. Now, first of all, I was a kid doing Freaknik, but I lived around the corner from Greenbrier.
Right.
So we'd be like, Grandma, Mama, let her go down there to Kroger so we go to the grocery store just so we could get in the Freaknik.
Right, get in the line.
But when I got old enough for that crump movement, that was the closest thing to Freaknik, but it still wasn't Freaknik.
Right. Well, the Freaknik, man, when it got smaller and smaller and smaller as the years kind of went on, and it started to get it started naturally. Just me specifically, I think that a lot of the less fortunate that couldn't go to Daytona Beach during spring break and go to the upper echelon places around the country to say, you know what? We can go to Atlanta, Georgia and ride down Simpson Road for half the price. You know,
None of the price.
Well, you know what I'm saying? We can go there and ride for less than going to Daytona Beach and staying on the beach and doing this and doing that. So you had a lot of black people that was already going to school here, stayed here, and then some people, hey, come on up here, man. Atlanta's a great city. So I think that's kind of how it started off. Then it just went into the freak came in part. First it was the Nick. We were working with a Nick at first. When you put the freak with the Nick, that one it got wild.
Come on now.
Yeah, that one, it was Titties game, Tico Bitties. What Ying Yang say, Tico Bitties. I said, that one, my mama said, that party y'all be going to down there, them girls, they pulling their shirts and stuff off out there. I said, where? Because when they weren't doing that at first.
Yeah.
They doing that now? Yeah, but when the freak got with it, it was crazy for a minute. I performed there a lot at different venues. I enjoyed it. You know, I've never been a guy to have a problem with seeing titties and ass, so I never really had a problem with it. Now, it got to the point where, you know, when you ushered in the whole LGBT thing came in, and I think that a lot of them, you know, kind of got mad about. It seemed like, you know, we were glorifying females, and that may have been true. Which I think that a lot of stuff they were doing it on their own. We were just spectators, but it got political. You got all these different activists start getting involved in the middle of it, and it started taking the fun away from the whole thing, which was just, hey man, let's get in the cars. We've done excellent work all year. A lot of us are graduating. A lot of us don't live in this city. We'll never see it again. Let's ride down the street, man, see this beautiful city, because this is a beautiful city. You know what I'm saying? And let's party, and we don't have to go to a beach or go to California, go down to South Beach, or we can do it right here in Atlanta, Georgia. And once that left, Freaknik, it died.
Talk to me about just networking with other artists during your career at that time, though, Wick. What was that like, being able to, you know, talk to different folks? And what artists were the ones that showed Ghetto Mafia the love?
Well, I mean, there was, I mean, every artist pretty much from my era showed love. I mean, from not just to be name dropping, but from Snoop them out the West Coast to Foxy Brown and Puffy them up north, and to anybody down south. I can remember quick stories, and I got so many of them that it almost sounds like it's lies.
Damn.
You know, coming in my show at the 559, you know, they ushering us in. I'm the hottest thing that Atlanta has ever seen, and come in, and Scarface is sitting in my dressing room.
What was Face doing in there?
Demanding I sign a contract with him right then. He had it just like this right here. Just, I needed to sign it right then and there on the spot. Yeah, had him and another prominent DJ. You know, they always be in the middle of something. you know, they in there. You know, they in there with contracts, man. So these are just little things, man. But every artist, man, Pimp C, you know, times I had to kick him out my room when we be on tour. You know, you already know Ball and G. Like I say, it wasn't just that. It wasn't just the rap a lot thing, the meeting up at Jamaica, that thing right there. You know, Ball, G, Ghetto Mafia, Pimp C. We rode in little vans together, bruh. I could look back there and see Ball back there, you know, drinking yak. You know what I'm saying, straight out the bottle. So I mean, I got stories about all of them, bruh. You know what I'm saying, and all of them, you know, all of them have showed love. I've never. Ghetto Mafia, I've had one what I call beef in my life, and that was that in Houston. But we've everywhere we went, even with the fans, I've been in Chicago South Side, or, you know, Argyle Garden, Chicago Heights, Cabrini Green. I don't been to Dayton, I don't been to everywhere. I've been in these cities, and everywhere we've went, it's been pretty much love. You know, I've niggas be talking about getting their chain snatched and stuff. We never had those type of problems. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about it is about respect. So any city that I go in, I'm not going there trying to say, hey, look at me, I'm Atlanta, you ain't shit. No, I'm going, I don't care if it's Birmingham. I don't care if it's Memphis. I'm coming there, you know what I'm saying? Hey, what can I do to blend in with y'all? You know what I'm saying? This is what it's about since I'm here right now. You know, so I want to learn a little bit what you got going on. And once you come to real niggas with that type of love, they'll see that you're an international player. You won't have too much sucker shit going on with you.
Now, when you speak of international players, I mean, you got folks like MC Breed, another name that I don't think get called a lot for the stuff that he brought down to the city as well. Yeah. Do you care to speak on your partnership with him?
Man, I got a story about MC Breed now. This guy here, I was telling my partner this the other day. Breed, man, R.I.P. If y'all don't know MC Breed, go check him out. But this was, I want to say, we was in 1992. Breed used to stay out in Canton, Georgia, in Marietta. I'm from Decatur now. Anybody from the city know that's about an hour away. Yeah. Matter of fact, back then, we didn't have the MARTA bus. Our transit system didn't go to Cobb County. You would have to get off at Cumberland and transfer to a thing called the CCT, which is Cobb County Transit. So, and we didn't have cell phones. Breed was one of the first person I saw with a cell phone. He had the big old Motorola. You remember that one back in the day? But it never worked. You see what I'm saying? So I would have to call him from the house, call his house phone. Yeah. So I would go out there with like them big old rolls of quarters. I would get them fucking from the store. I gave him $20 worth of quarters because I knew it was going to get down to $19.90 before he answered the phone from the payphone, right? Yeah. So I get out to Cobb County, man. And I would call him, and what made me love him so bad, the first time I met Breed, I met him through a guy, went out to his house, and he said, man, call me anytime, man, and I'll come get you, man. You can catch the bus out here, man, and we can do music. It was Jazzy Fadum out there. It was the DOC. Remember the Diggity Dog? Oh, they hit right out there. So when I called him that first time, you know, he got on the phone, and I was at the train station at the mall. And 20 minutes later, he pulls up in a Jeep with the DOC. I asked the DOC about that on Instagram. I don't know if he really remembered it because I was a peon at the time, so he wasn't seeing Gangsta Week. But they pull up, and it's DOC and Breed. Now, I'm a bigger fan at the time of DOC than Breed. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know the trench coat? Yeah. The black trench coat? You know what I'm talking about? Come on, man. So I'm seeing the guy, so I'm riding in the back. I'm like, man, I'm in the truck with these guys. That didn't really last long, though. Next time I came, everything went real that time. I brought my partner with me this time. I went back to Decatur, told everybody. Yeah. I went to MC Breed house. I saw Tupac. I saw Too Short. They want to sign me. That's all they blowing me up. They keep calling my mama phone. I'm in line right here. But I got to get, somebody has to verify that I went out there and I saw these folks, right? Take my partner with me. Boy, we get out there. It's about 9,000 degrees out there. Breed ain't answering the phone. I'm calling. I done got down and got the $1 left out of that roll of quarters. So we took off walking. I'm down there walking, got patent leathers on. feet hurt like mud. We finally get there, man. But it took about 2 hours. My boy was like, man, I thought you said that home love you. He was gonna pick you up. I said, man, he gonna be there when we get there. His phone just off the hook, or the phone was off the hook. We get there early in the morning, about 9 o'clock. Bree had it when you walk up to the front, you can look through the glass a little bit. Mm-hmm. So I'm ringing the doorbell, but I'm peeking at the same time to see if he in there, and is he gonna be a man at word to open up and let me in. I caught eye to eye with him. I ain't want to say the RIP Bree, but I saw him peek around the corner behind. We were eye to eye like this. And he went back in. And so my boy was like, so I tried to play it off my boy. I said, man, he must not even be here. He said, I just saw him look at you. Just look right at you. I said, nah, that wasn't him. They're probably his cousins, so they don't really know me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Brad, that was MC Breed. I know MC Breed. He looked right at you. Sat down. I sat down out there for about 2 hours. I saw when he got up, got ready to make breakfast and everything. The man saw that I was out there 2 hours. He went back and went to sleep. The man saw that I was still out there after 2 hours. You know, he said, I heard him say, man, call him in here, man, give him some eggs or something, man, let him eat so he can work. Somebody stay out there that long, but they deserve to come on in here and do some music. Breed, man, he was a great artist. Taught me a lot. You know what I'm saying? I met a lot of people through him. I have a lot of great stories with him. I met Too Short with him, which was another one of my favorite artists. Too Short, they're going to be my last one I'm gone. Too Short, Breed sent me to Too Short house.
Yeah.
After this was years on down the road, you know, now I'm the man. Now he don't peek around the corner and not open the door anymore. I'm at a point now when I come, you know, say, hey, Wick, come on in and make yourself comfortable. I'm going back to bed. Get something to eat. So he sent us by Too Short one time. So I'm like, Too Short. I just had an album out now, Through Itchy Bun. So now I had an album out. But we had it straight from the deck out yet. But when he said, I'm going to sing y'all over to Too Short. Short got some tracks over there. I want to see what y'all can make with it. I'll be over there a little bit later. So I was like, thinking in my mind, I was like, wow, I don't made it. This man sending me to Too Short house. I love Too Short. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So Too Short was living off Cascade at the time, over there at Gilbert Forest. I don't know if he's still there. If you do, I'm sorry, man, for giving up to it yet. But anyway, he was off Cascade at the time. So we get out. I got 100 niggas with me too. Y'all gonna see me with Too Short. I'm telling you right now. A few girls, 100 niggas, y'all gonna be able to go back and say, if I don't get a deal, if I never blow up, you gonna be able to say, I remember when I went in Wicked, when Hot Rod took us out there to have Too Short house. So we get out there, man, Too Short, come around the back. Short had a pool table at the bottom of in the bottom of his crib when you come in. So we in there. So I got Decatur with me. We just start making ourselves at home. Yeah. We drinking the man liquor. We shooting pool. We blowing blunts, burning up the felt. We doing all kind of shit in there. Decatur in the building.
Exactly.
So Short didn't come out for about 45 minutes. Everybody was like, it was getting to the point like, damn, we really at that nigga house. You know what I'm saying? How we really at? You know what I'm saying? Everybody really, we didn't say it, but everybody want to see this man. Yeah. So finally, he come out. I think Short had cameras in there. Short was watching us the whole time. Damn. So he come out chilling. What's up, player? What's up, players? How y'all doing? He talk. So we like, I'm like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm a fella, see this and everything, man. I'm the man. So Short, this would let me know later on that he was watching us. I had a guy that I brought with me, DB. He was sorry in pool. He was the worst pool player. And out of our clique, I was the man. I used to go around Decatur, Shands, brother place, hustling for money for pool thing. So Short came out. He grabbed the stick, looked at it. Stick was kind of bent a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Said, you want to play? He just called DB out for some reason. So and knowing I'm sitting here holding the stick like I'm the man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, well, he might want to play something out of side then. I gave DB the stick. And DB beat him. So I'm sitting there like, I'm talking crime like, shut you garbage, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I talk to him like that. He just being humble. Yeah. Yeah, man, I play it now and then, I ain't thinking about the old school game he running. Yeah. I just made me like a couple of $1,000 from a show. Yeah. We over there putting on that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We playing $40, $50 a game. That wasn't that. Show was like, well, I play $100 a ball. So, and all my friends went, Ooh. He said, not 100 a game.
Yeah.
100 a ball.
A ball.
So I said, damn, I got 1,500 to 2,000 on me. How much would that be a balls? If I lose this, that's 650, whatever. This guy. But I said, I can beat him. I just saw him lose. He garbage, you know what I'm saying? Because he didn't make it look like he was just sorry. He balled a little bit. So I'm like, he's a master at that. He probably thought we had a little bit more game than we had.
Mm-hmm.
So he got down to the ball and let him beat him. I said, man, I can handle him. You know what I'm saying? He had the little stick and stuff. So all of a sudden, when I racked up, he said, you go ahead and break first. I got to grab something. And this out of nowhere, the time I just came out of his drawers up. He pulled a stick out. Screwed it together in 3 or 4 places. The motherfucker started lighting up and had a bitch on it. The stick called me a bitch. Biatch, you know how I showed you. I got you. You know, I got you.
Yeah.
Bro, this man goddamn short beat me out of every dime. He played me 3 games straight. He beat me out of every single. I don't think I took a shot after I missed that first shot. I don't think I got enough shot in 3 games. This was a pool shark. Every time I see him to this day, man, I say, Sure, why you do me like that, man? I thought you know how to play. You was out here popping. But yeah, man, the man pulled the stick out. The stick went to glowing up. You know at the club where they had the lights go around. The stick went to glowing up. The girl on the stick called me a bitch. It was fucked up, man. And he knew it.
Oh my God, Wick, man. Thanks for the time. Thanks for the info as always, man. And you know my platform is your platform,
hey, man,
bro.
I already know that, man. Looking like I say, man, I got a new single get ready to come out, Grind It, featuring Kane. I already have one out that you already put. You dropped the video for
Yes,
me
sir.
before anybody did.
That's right.
That's called We Related.
Right.
If y'all listening, man, go to Beehive page, find Wicked We Related, check that out. But the Grind is coming out. You're gonna be in the video.
Yes, sir.
You already gave me
Yes,
your
sir.
word.
Now, I'm pulling up.
You know what I'm
pulling up.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we're gonna do it big, man. We're gonna do it for the city, man. And y'all support Beehive, man. 107.9, all of it. Gangsta Wick out.
Beehive Radio, shout it, man. We up out of this thing. Holla.